research paper on females in the sports media industry in newspapers and in broadcast. And we interviewed 3 Western students today on how they felt about females in that industry.
So you told us that right now that you're the only female sports section editor for any of the big college newspapers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So how do you feel about that?
I feel sort of honored, I guess, to be the only one. I don't know why there aren't any other females, because to me, sports writing is just natural, and I don't view it as any other way, and I think it's sad that people do see it as females can't really hold that position of power. I hope that this is the only quarter that this happens, and that at those other schools they do have females, but I do enjoy being the only one.
So what have your experiences been this quarter?
Experiences have been fairly well this quarter at the Western Front. I have mostly female reporters working for me. I only have about 2 males, and you can see that because they're learning the whole reporting process anyway for the first time on the Western Front, they're also learning the sports section, which may be difficult to learn, but they're willing to learn and they're open to it, and I have seen improvement throughout the quarter, which is good.
Okay, great. Next we'll start with the interview with Dylan.
Hi, we're here with Dylan Kautsky today, a sports reporter for the Western Front, and we're going to ask him a couple questions about the sports section. Hi Dylan, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing today?
Good. First of all, we just wanted to know how you feel about females writing for the sports section of the Western Front this quarter.
I think it's great. I feel like in the past, sports sections have usually been pretty male-dominated, so it's kind of nice to see more females writing for it, and I don't think it really affects it negatively or positively one way or the other. I think it's good to have good equal representation.
Do you feel threatened in any way by having more females than males writing for the section?
Not at all, actually. Yeah, I don't think it really affects me too much.
Go ahead.
I'm Jordan Stambaugh, and I'm a junior in graphic design at Western Washington.
Hi Jordan, thank you for joining us today. I just had a couple questions about females in the sports reporting industry. How do you feel about having females write for the sports section of papers?
I think it's a good opportunity for them to give their opinion and their side of sports, and I feel like it's an important aspect.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that male reporters feel threatened by females trying to climb the ladder in that industry? And
I feel like they could at certain points. Females definitely have the looks aspect on their side, and they can be good reporters. There's competition in every aspect, so females just another component for that.
do you think that the public views female reporters, like when they see their byline, do you think that they perceive them as not being as credible as males? Do you think the public has a different view depending on who wrote the story?
I believe the public in general does. However, it shouldn't be that way. They have an equal input, and I think it should get better over the years, as we're seeing already.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead.
Hi, so we're here with Joella Ortega today, and she's a sports reporter for the Western Front. We're going to ask her some questions. Hi, Joella. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Interesting personal experiences related to writing for the sport. Did you struggle writing any sports stories with any of the athletes or anything like that?
I actually didn't. I got the interviews that I needed even when, with a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And that was, even when people were testy, they were still willing to
Yeah.
say something. So I had a really good time with the players and the coaches, and it was just an overall good experience.
Good. Did you feel like they treated you differently because you were a female? Or?
Maybe because I was so much smaller than they were. I was literally outstretching my arm to record them, and they were leaning over. So I feel like they probably looked at me like, okay, like you're 10. So.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have for today. Thank you, Joella, for joining us. Thank you. This video was brought to you by
Sports Girls Productions.